the thank you. It's one of those things that I go um and being up here in Idaho is so different than being in California. And when I go to these, I'll go down these 2-track roads, and it looks like one of these things. It's like nothing's ever been, and then all of a sudden there's a housing development up there,
Oh wow.
and out in the middle of nowhere, and it just amazes me. It just amazes me.
So
So
where did you run into this housing track at?
this one that I was at today was in the. I'll tell you right now. But this is just one of them. There's a ton of them. This one is up by Ashton, Idaho, which is on the way to Yellowstone.
Oh,
And
nice.
that
Okay.
was, hold on, I can't remember if it's Arcadia, the Lower Arcadia Reservoir,
Nice.
and it's way out in the middle of nowhere, way out in the middle of nowhere. But like I said, it's nice, and I get to go out and check a lot of places out. Um, I get to go past all the roads, all the signs that say no trespassing. Yeah, I go past those without even asking.
Reminds you of back in high school?
No, I've always been a rule follower. Um, so if it was dark and we were being a stealthy stealth, maybe. But
Ah,
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
giving myself up, ain't I?
You
Yeah.
know what? Yeah, I think you have, pal. I think you have. So, speaking of high school, what was your first car?
Oh man. There's a story behind this. My first car, without fail, it was a 1973 Monte Carlo. Um, with it was it a baby blue with a white vinyl top. It had the Kragers on it with 520s, and
Yeah, buddy.
yeah, it was a lowrider. It was
No.
the car of, yeah. I wish I would have still had it. I ended up selling it to my best friend's mom. Ended up getting a Mustang. There's a story behind that Monte Carlo though. I went to go make a deal on a 1970 Mustang Mach 1 with the 351 Cleveland in it,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
all black. It was murdered out, as they called it. It was insane. I went over there. I made the deal with the lady. I shook her hand. I said, I'll be right back, just running to the bank to get the money. That was my biggest error. And when I'm driving back to the lady's house on the same block, my Mustang is driving off. And I pull up to the house and I'm like, where's my car going? Oh, I didn't know if you were coming back. And I ended up selling it. I'm like, we shook on it. I I gave her a man's handshake,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
and it broke my heart, man. And
Imagine.
up to this date, I know who that lady is. I won't put her on blast because I think she's on my Facebook, but you know who you are, lady, and I'm still, still smoking over that one.
Oh my. Yeah, Susie. I'm sure he wishes he still had it. Well,
uh,
Money actually has had a bunch of cool cars,
really,
and yeah, her one of her granddads was a hoarder, and
Alex?
he what did he have?
Bunch of Etzel's.
He had Edsels. He had there was the one car that you wanted
An Etzel?
was it a Chevelle? Eds, yeah, her granddad had Edsels.
Wow. That shout out to my nephew Alex from Monterrey, Mexico online.
Hey, Colleen, can you please turn the comments on? I'm showing
They're
them.
on right now.
Oh, thank
Just
you.
came on.
Yeah. So, what's funny is, like I said, Muddy grew up around cars. And I have to tell you a story about how cool Muddy really is. And, it's funny about her. We had got a 1982 Chevy Blazer from a friend of hers. And the turn signal indicator was wonky.
Right.
So I ordered one out and took the steering wheel off, and I could not get it to go back on. And I'm getting frustrated, and I'm done, and I'm this, that, and the other. So Muddy says to me, "Why don't you go in and get a drink of water?" I no sooner turned my big butt to get out, and she had that part in place, and she's getting ready to put the steering wheel back on. That's how cool Muddy is.
You know what? At least she didn't tell you, move out of the way, kid. You're bothering me. She had the common decency to play it off and let you go get water. And did she at least tell you it accidentally fell together? At least to
not at all.
ease
Not
the
at
ego
all.
a little
Matter of fact, nope. She's just like, I fixed it, and then she had the laugh.
bit. I lost you, Max. Your microphone is off, brother. Microphone's still off. You're gonna pop off and pop on. There you go. Nope. There you go. Nope.
You there?
You're back up. Yep, you're on now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Why would you?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Híjola.
There you go. There you go.
You could probably hear me.
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I thought I was going deaf. That's why I don't push buttons. I am no, I have my own tech support, Silent Storm, but thank you so much. But you'll be my second call.
Standby.
Storm will be my second call. So anyway, so the Mach 1, was it a 5-speed?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And you know why I'm still fuming over it. If I would have owned it today, I mean, in the condition it was back then, what, 30 grand? Easy.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. It's funny that you say it, because when we talk about old cars, growing up, my friends had some really cool cars, and had a buddy of mine that had a Chevelle.
Oh.
And oh my God, that car was just stupid fast.
Yeah.
Stupid fast. And
do you remember the style that they used to put them back then?
We always had two cars. My mom had a car, my dad had a car. We always had a car that we took places, and then we had my dad's car. And so my dad had got, I don't know, pickup truck, and we had you ready? 1974 Chevy Vega.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and it was so cool. It was so cool. And I was at practice, and my sister was at the school there, and she'd driven us down. And I actually took that car. Of course, I didn't have a license. I know I didn't have a license. And I had a buddy in the car. And I'm going down this residential road, and I go, watch this. And I jumped that car. We went through the dip, and I jumped that car all the way through. Hi, Lizette.
Hey, Liz.
And nothing, boom, boom, because we're like stupid laughing. So that night you had to get the car towed home, because apparently I had hit the oil pan and just split it.
Oh.
And I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Dad, I
So,
can we were
yeah.
just driving.
I don't know. I just don't know. But and then my sister got a Chevette
Okay.
and brand new. Oh, because my sister had to have brand new, and not Max. Max did not ever get a new car until he bought it himself. But
Wait, so what was your
my
first car?
Go.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted one of those little Subaru cars, not the WRX, but this was a GL. I wanted one so bad.
Back in
I
the
didn't
old
get that.
yeah.
I got a 1978 Datsun pickup truck, single cab. That was
Oh,
the best truck in
got
the entire
you.
world.
Those are the ones with the little were they the square lights in the front or the round ones?
These were round, so that was
Okay.
that was the 620, and I had the 720.
Got you. I
And,
remember those.
Oh my gosh, I put so many miles on that. That truck was so much fun.
Gotcha. That was pre-Nissan.
Yeah, that was so much fun. I love that truck. 5-speed. I put wheels on it, tires on it, and back then it was an AM/FM stereo, right?
Yeah.
And I had wired in a cassette player. You had to flip a switch to play cassettes, and then it was the best. It was the best. I love that truck.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that truck. So
Yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. Do you remember the high school parking lots with all the muscle cars and the station wagons and the pickup trucks? And oh man, my best friend's mom at that time had a Pontiac Catalina, I think it was, a 1970 some odd, 30 feet long, almost 8 doors, everybody fit in it. And my best friend's mom was so cool. Shout out to Sherry, Sean's mom. Well, I can't really say allowed us to take the car because we didn't have a driver's license at that time. But we had planned to go to the coast fishing, and we just so happened to find the keys, and we ended up having to buy a spare tire because one of them were bald, and the one we bought wasn't much better. And a couple of friends of ours packed up our fishing poles and a ghetto, remember them boom boxes?
Oh my gosh.
The boom boxes with 34 batteries.
Yeah.
We took those to the pier to go fishing.
Well, how far was it from McFarland to the beach?
Oh man, it was at least a 2.5, maybe 3-hour drive.
So this is how cool. You ready? Something like this.
Oh, dude, that's exactly like the one we had.
So that's Muddy's. That's the kind of stuff Muddy has.
That is awesome.
Is so funny because the stuff that look. So we're going to talk a little bit about music tonight. This is what she breaks out. There's a little bit of Prince.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The Purple Rain.
All right. Okay. Oh, and I hate to put it like this: the oldies but goodies.
The oldies but goodies. And notice where this one's from. Ronco.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I love
Ronco.
music.
I remember the Ronco.
Yeah. And this has some of those great songs like I'd Really Love to See You Tonight by John England Dan or John Ford Coley. Eric Carmen, Never Gonna Love Again. Barry Manilow. I write the song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Another one. This one was from, can you see that right there? K-Tel.
Oh.
K-Tel Records. Bro. This has The Things We Do for Love by 10cc.
I remember that song. Yes.
Rich Girl. Let's see, Devil Woman by Cliff Richard. Slow
Devil
Dancing, Don't
Woman.
Turn Me On. Year of the Cat. Year of the Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Muddy's got this, and this is you should see the all the records that we've carted around. But yeah, Irish Hill, definitely a cool collection. And this isn't even a tip of the iceberg. You're No Good by Linda Ronstadt.
There you go.
Love Train by the OJs. A classic song. Three Dog Night, Mama Told Me Not to Come. Dobie Gray. Here's a classic song. The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia.
Oh
By
yeah.
Vicki Lawrence.
Oh yeah.
And Midnight Train to Georgia. Midnight Train to Georgia by Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Oh
And
man.
I can still remember their songs, their dances. All their dances were like this.
Leaning
then
forward
another-
and coming back.
Another K-Tel, Captain and
Music
Tennille.
Express. Captain and Tennille. Not the old Muskrat Love, is it?
No, this one was Love Will Keep Us Together.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Midnight Train.
definitely. Yeah, buddy. A little Philadelphia Freedom. Swearing to God by Frankie Valli. Help Me
Oh,
Rhonda
yeah.
by Johnny Rivers. I mean, there is some great music on here. And the funny thing about it is, for the most part, all you can hear is that beginning part of the song. And you knew exactly what it was.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, and that's, yeah. And it was so cool because nowadays, you know, and I know that you and I've talked about this, but I still
Yeah.
think I owe a penny or two to that very famous record place that would sell every. I'm not really sure.
What was
but
it? 20,
Mad
20
Max is in
cassette
that
tapes?
playlist.
20 cassette tapes for 99 cents or a penny or yeah.
Yeah. And Muddy loved that because she's been into music her whole life.
Wow.
And that's her escape. So they're gonna
repo your
album.
best bread
Negative.
album.
Negative. Negative. I love the Best of Bread, man. Are you kidding me? Little David Gates going for it. But yeah, so that was Muddy's escape. So for her to buy records, 10 records for $1 or $1 or whatever it was, penny,
Yeah.
she was in it to win it. She's probably one of the only people that don't know Columbia has money. So
Columbia House.
yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh,
So
that's
we talk a
hilarious.
little bit about cars. Let's talk about 1970. So let's go with the top 10 1970 cars. That's the, like you talked about, the muscle car era, right?
Man.
And some big gnarly cars. So number 10, number 10 was an Oldsmobile 442.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
great.
The 442. Do you
The
want to know
442.
why they named it 442?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm gonna probably chop this up. It was 4 tires, 2, 4. Yeah, I messed it up. I knew it had to do with 2 mufflers coming out the back, but
That's right, Muddy. You're probably one of the only ones.
does she know it?
No, but that yeah, there you go. That's a beautiful car.
Oh,
That's a
there you
beautiful
go.
car.
Yeah.
The 442 is sick.
Jeez.
And you know what's funny about that car? Have you ever noticed?
Oh, I'm sorry. It
And,
was a 4-barrel. My bad. 4-barrel, 4-speed transmission with dual exhausts. I knew it was
There you
4.
go.
Yeah. My bad.
There you go.
4-barrel.
You know what's funny about that? And anybody that is in our age range, right? there's that same smell. Every old car you got into, and if you smell that smell today, if I smell that smell today, it takes me back right to my mom's 74 Le Mans.
It wasn't like the new car smell you have today.
No.
It was more like a leather smell, or it had to have been maybe the leather, or
I don't even know, man. It was just a smell.
Oh yeah.
It's just, and I couldn't even tell you what that was. But so 70 Buick GSX had a big 455 in it. That thing was a big old pig.
Wow.
And the way the bodies were built, those cars were so heavy. You know, these cars are hitting friggin' 120 and just they would just settle right down.
Oh yeah.
And then here's your car. So you said yours had a 351 in it, that Mach?
Oh yeah, 351 Cleveland.
Yeah. So it either came with a 351 or a 428.
Man, don't tell me that, because if it would have had the 428, I'm starting to hate her a little bit more. And hate is a really strong word, and I don't like to carry those kind of feelings, man.
Oh, there you go.
Malibu,
yeah, buddy.
Is it a Malibu?
That is actually that's a Buick.
2 lights in the front.
That's that Buick GSX.
Oh wow!
Yep,
nice
GSX, man. That car was just beautiful cars. And you know what's funny is about cars, and I think everybody in here can relate to this.
Shout out to Arista.
What up? The one thing that cars had back then, and you could tell, was what that car was. Those cars had personality. That long front end and that short rear end. A lot of them had that. Your Monte Carlo, the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
That long square nose of the 70 Monte Carlo. And then everybody knows what a Z28. That 70 Camaro Z28, just a beautiful car.
Absolutely.
And it was one of those cars. My buddy had a combination car. It was a Rally Sport Super Sport. And that car was just sick. And it looked fast just sitting still. You know what I mean? It was just an incredible car. And I loved it. It actually had, there you go. I love that long front end.
Oh yeah.
With that
grill sticking out there. That is.
Yeah, buddy. And the one thing about that car right there, and if I would have thought a different way, that 74 Vega that my folks had that same type of front end on.
Yeah, the same front end. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But the Vega had the turn signals underneath the headlights, and
my grandkids are on watch.
Cool. Very cool. But yeah, so we'll go a little bit more. The 70 Charger.
Oh, the Super
beautiful car.
Are you talking about the Super B?
No, I'm talking about the one. The Super B is the one with the fin. The RT Super B. This one did not have the fin on it, and hopefully, they can bring that one up as well.
Are we talking Bo and Luke Duke?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah.
So that is the original car. Now, a little story about these cars. When they were building all the Dukes of Hazzard cars, they pretty much had to, they just wore them all out. They wrecked so many cars in that show.
Yeah.
Now, I'm from a little town in Southern California, but where I went to high school was Ventura High School. There was a car, one of the replica cars of the Dukes of Hazzard lived down the street. He had the horn. He had the push bar on. Oh my God, that car! Every time that car drove by, I just was like,
Yeah, in awe. Yeah, yep. I hear you.
So then the next one is my buddy had one of these, a 1970 Ford Torino, but it had that
Oh.
Cobra with that 429 we
Oh,
were talking
yeah.
about just
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit ago. And it's funny about these cars is because, like I said, those cars that have been up here, and including the 70 Ford Torino Cobra, those cars are so iconic, but there you go, baby.
Oh,
Whose car is that?
that is.
Paint that thing red.
I can't. Yeah, you got me. Who is it? Whose car was it?
That's a Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch. It needs the white stripe going down the side. Yes, sir.
And it needed to be, and I think it was red.
Yeah, yeah.
But all of these cars, have you noticed there was one thing about these? There's a couple things, but the most prominent thing about these cars is they're long. They got that long nose.
Yeah.
That was the big thing, the long nose and the short rear end. But two-door friggin' that car, just incredible cars. And then another car that's almost as incredible as that is the 70 Goat. The 70
the GTO. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. With the 455.
Yep. And the funny thing about that car is they called it the Humbler, because it was a sleeper car.
Yeah.
That car came out of production fast. There you go.
Oh,
and just
man.
that iconic front end. It's, it's a Pontiac product, but look at the front ends on those things.
Nice.
They're just so awesome.
I love the Hot Wheel the red walls on the tires.
Yeah.
Straight look like a Hot Wheel back in the day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and then the next one would be the Challenger, 70 Challenger. And Plymouth and Dodge are the same company, but when Dodge came out with the 1970 Challenger RT,
the RT.
Now the RT was a little bit more of a luxury type car. There you go. Again, now that almost looks like a satellite.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a couple differences. And if you look at the grill on these cars, there's actually an R/T, and I want to say it's on the passenger side, and they're usually in the offset base color. So it'd be red on this one.
Nice.
Then the 1970 Barracuda.
Oh, the Cuda.
My buddy's mom had one of these cars. And it was so cool. As a matter of fact, that's one car that he ever said if she got rid of it, that Rob was going to buy it. And I think she got rid of it, and Rob was a little twisted. But that 70 Cuda, just again, another beautiful car.
Look at that.
Oh my God. And there was just so fast. So fast. Now, the ones before this were a hatchback, not really a hatchback per se, but they had that long window in the back.
Okay.
And you could actually access.
Was it the fastback?
Huh?
Was it a fastback?
It was a fastback.
Okay. All right. Almost like the Mustang then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the top iconic car for 1970, my buddy had one of these. It's a 1970 Chevelle.
Oh, Super Sport Chevelle.
That Super Sport was just sexy. Yeah. And that car had such an iconic look to it. These cars that we're talking about, and again, there you go.
Yeah.
How can you not know a Chevelle? Are you kidding me?
Yep.
My
mother had a Malibu, a 1971 Malibu, almost the same body style, one light in the front, and beautiful car.
just and like I said, the personalities of these cars. That's it. Thanks, Irish. So the personality of these cars is just incredible. And you knew who it was. Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
These
yeah.
cars are incredible, right? You knew who was there by the look of their car.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, so and so's there. There's his car.
Oh yeah.
So and so's there. There's her car. My buddy had a 71 Mach.
Oh, dude.
And I had never driven. I had a little bit of clutch experience, but not much. And I dumped that thing going through an intersection, and I smoked him all the way through. It was just incredible. And he was losing his mind. But oh my gosh, it was just. And like I said, those cars.
Yeah, there's no comparison. Oh,
there you go. There's that Mach right there. Yes. Definitely. God. Again, the thing about these cars, if you'll notice, every car we just showed you had that long front end.
Oh yeah,
and that really short rear end.
I seen a 71 Mach the other day. Okay, the other day was like about 3 months ago, and I was in the market. They were asking, and this is for not pristine condition or anywhere near it. They were asking. It started off at 10 grand, period, for a shell, tires, sort of an engine in it. And, you know, and the sad part is people who have driven cars in that era, who have felt the power, have felt the engine roar underneath you. Nothing like any of the new cars today. I mean,
no,
yeah.
not at all.
9 grand is almost doable where you're actually really thinking about it, you know, and yeah, if it wasn't for responsibilities and all that stuff,
that whole grown-up thing sucks.
Yeah, responsibility.
Well, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. Well, you know what's funny is those cars. It was just, and you know, people nowadays don't understand. Irish does, Muddy does, Susie does, Pumpkin Girl does. They understand those cars.
Yeah.
Some of the other folks, they just don't understand. You know, they'd much rather have like a Nissan Altima which is a go fast car. But you know what's funny is these cars that we just showed are iconic. They have such personalities, and they're just that car. And anybody in our age range that actually drove a car, definitely.
American muscle,
definitely
top tier.
But they're just, when you saw a car like that in my small town, two things. Number one, you know what it was, and number two, you knew who had it.
You take note.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it was. We were identified by our cars. My buddy had a Ford Courier pickup truck with a 302 in it.
What?
And it was stupid. Stupid. But I mean, I saw Datsun pickup trucks with a 289 in them. So,
but back then we could do that.
Good stuff.
We used to be able to work on cars. Look at try to change anything on a car nowadays. It wouldn't start. The computer this, the computer that.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, you could drop a 302 inside a Datsun and it fit, or if you made it fit.
Exactly. Now, Muddy actually showed me a video the other day of, I think it's and correct me if I'm wrong, Muddy, it's either a 25, 26, or I don't think the 27s are out yet, but it's a Ford pickup truck. And they get it, and it's there's a tornado coming up to them, and they're just losing their mind. We have to get out of here. We have to get out of here. And the car will actually read your body language, how you feel, you know, your eyes, the whole night, and it won't start the car.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And, yeah. Muddy said it's a 27 and some 26s. But yeah, you get in that car, and this was I think it was a Ford F-150, right, Muddy?
Wow. No thanks.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. And
it won't start the car because you're panicked.
Yeah. So, like I said, if you're panicking, do not get a car. You know,
Heaven
like that.
forbid a murderer's coming after you, or some dude's coming after you with a
Right.
gun, with a knife or something, and I gotta calm down
Yeah.
before I start the car.
You
Wow.
must calm down. Take a breath. And here comes some weirdo with a friggin' chainsaw coming at you. You need to calm down. So yeah,
Wow.
just incredible. And you know the bad thing about that stuff is, like you were talking about earlier. Excuse me. I have a 2007 Jeep Wrangler. I have a 1995 Jeep Wrangler. You open the hood on those, you're still seeing motor.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Muddy has a 1994 Bronco. You open that hood and all you see is motor.
Nice.
Right? And that thing's just a beast. She loves
Wow.
that thing. And I would, yeah, right, exactly. But I would, and I know in my heart of hearts that she would have a hard time. But if I said it was me or the Bronco,
don't worry, we got a spare room, Max. Don't worry, bro. Hey, we got a spare room.
Muddy, it's me or the Bronco.
Bye, Max. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
From my understanding, I was reading an article the other day that with the new, and correct me if I'm wrong, anybody out there in Wi-Fi land, that Ford, I think it was Ford pickups you can't take the codes off of them anymore without taking them to a dealership. You actually have to take it in or the vehicle shuts down, period. It will not start if you start messing with any codes or anything like that. You can read them. I believe you can read them. You just cannot do any of the work.
You can't clear them then.
No, absolutely not. They will not start if you clear them. They are not made that way. You have to take them in to the shop to get them done, which is insane. Where does that leave the American public? I mean,
try it again, Muddy. But you're absolutely right. The bad thing about that is you are correct. You know, you can't just you have to take it to a certified mechanic.
Oh yeah.
Or back to the dealership.
Yeah.
You know, and these are the same cars that can somebody else can shut off. So imagine you're cruising somewhere and we lose whatever and it'll just shut your car down.
Say we get hit by an EMP.
Yeah.
I mean, we start talking about there you are. We start talking about certain, end of the world situations and whatnot. Not to be a conspiracy theorist, but anything electronic that hits us and takes the electronics down, more than 90% of the general population ain't going to be driving nowhere.
You know, it's funny that you say that because that is so real life. And it's just like Muddy says, who wants to buy something that expensive? And you can't leave if you're in a panic.
Right.
Or you can't have fun with it. So we were out and about this past weekend, Muddy and I, and we had to go to the local Ace Hardware. Okay. Because apparently they say Ace is the place.
Right.
There you go. 1960 bug. That's right. Nice. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But so we had to go in there and they had people at the front door saying, hey, look, our readers are down. If you're going to buy with a card, it's going to take a while. So we ended up buying what we bought with our stuff, basically just to see, right, how this process is working. They called every call in to make sure. That was one thing that, and I was thinking to myself, I remember being taught, and maybe there's a handful of us in this chat that can actually count change back to people.
Oh man,
That's how I was taught.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. You're supposed to at least know how to make change for the $20 or $100 bill in your head, so that you can give the correct change back. I've ran into that myself, where I've paid and I will give an extra dollar over what I'm paying so that I can get a denomination of 5 or 10 back.
Right.
And it just blows her mind. And they sit there like calling the manager because I gave them too much money. I'm like, and you try to explain it.
Definitely Susie.
And
oh, well, Muddy does that all the time. We'll go out and the change will be the pay will be da 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 da. She'll give them 21. It'll come to like, I don't know, 1950 or whatever, and she'll give them that and one more, so it'll come back and we can get a $5 bill back or a $10 bill.
Right.
And the machine doesn't compute it like that. They're taught to push a button and the total comes up. Push a button and the total comes up. And that's it.
Have you seen them at the restaurants? Now they don't even ring up the amount things cost. They have pictures of a Big Mac. They have pictures of large fries. They have pictures because the memory is not there.
Well, what gets me is, so have you ever worked in a restaurant?
Oh yeah.
Okay, which one?
Which one can let me see. There was Taco Bell, there was McDonald's, there was the school cafeteria, the snack bar. There was, I can name a couple. Yeah.
Absolutely. I worked at Straw Hat. Shout out to Straw Hat.
There you go.
That was some good pizza, though, especially when we got it for free because we messed up an order. But I would never think to ask somebody. Yeah, definitely, Susie. Exactly.
Yeah.
Cars back then in the colors were incredible. They got some great colors now, though. I must say, some of the cars that they have out there now are just very beautiful. But I would never think to ask somebody for a tip.
Most people add that into the cost nowadays. Did I totally lose you? You're totally back. There you go. No, but in most, have you gone to the restaurants where they add the tip into the cost of everything now? And it's like, I'm sorry, but y'all didn't deserve one. How do I take that out?
Exactly. Remember at Walmart, the lady couldn't charge back?
Yeah. The lady at Walmart, me and Arista went in there, and she could not fathom the change back when we were asking. I gave her an extra $1, and we're like, just keep it. You're good.
And and that's the thing. And so one of my very first paying job. I mean, I've mowed yards my whole life, and I put this one off as much as I can, but it was like $10 a yard front and back. And man, we were big money pimping back then. But I worked at a boat dock at a lake and had so much fun there. But anyway, when somebody would buy gas for their boat or whatever, Square likes to add it.
Square likes to add the tip automatically unless you hit the button. Yeah.
Wow. But I would have to, then she would get in trouble because her drawer was over. No, she put that $1 in her pocket. But the funny thing about it was I actually had to count change back to people. And that's exactly how I was taught to do it. So I would always try and break it off at 25 or 50, maybe 75 cents.
And break it off into 25 increments.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Things were different, man. Things were different. I mean, like Susie was saying, 40 lawns a week in the summer with my I used to mow. I used to now mow.
Mo. I think she means Mo because
Mo.
and
Okay,
close to
40.
the board.
Yeah, and back in the day, what we paid $10 to get your lawn mowed. How much do you pay nowadays?
Well, again,
$80.
I mow these yards here.
Yeah.
So I don't know
I
what the
tried to
going
find a
rate is.
gardener. They wanted to charge me $240 to mow the front yard and the side, and I'm like, you know what? I was born that night. I wasn't born last night. I'm okay.
Amen.
You know,
Amen.
I'm okay with doing it myself for that much. Come on now. Yeah, that's
Well, you know, it's
that's
funny.
quite a bit.
This house. So since me and Muddy have been together, this house is the first house that I've had to mow the. Mow. Thanks, Susie. But this house is the first house that that I've mowed. Okay. So when we were back at home, you know, they had a gardener, and I think the first house we were together and they had a gardener. But anyway, here I had to go. But yeah, do you remember how that being taught how to write a check? Consumer math.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I had to buy a lawnmower. Fortunately, my buddy had a killer deal. And I
Right.
mow this yard now. And the one thing I love about mowing yards, and I think everybody will agree, even if it's 1,000,000 degrees outside, the smell of cut
Oh
grass.
man. Absolutely.
All day long.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then
That
I
reminds
just love
me.
that.
Yeah. That's
You know,
that's some good stuff right there.
yeah. And you know what's funny is Susie writing a check. My mom, and Muddy does this too, is in the memo line. That's what you wrote, and I would be like, no. And my mom and Muddy, like I said, Muddy does the same thing.
The
She
account.
writes what that's what that is for.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
for this or for that or whatever.
Try
So,
to
but yeah,
try to
like I
get a
said,
young person to write a check.
no,
I try to have them explain what a check is.
right, exactly. And then you got to do that thing about balancing the checkbook.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Balancing the checkbook just always was no fun.
Yeah.
That was no fun.
That was
And yeah, is that what it is, Susie?
You know, I've read about that too, where grass is actually sending out a distress signal when you're cutting it, and it's
Yeah.
actually their screams and their blood, or so say, getting thrown
Stop.
into the atmosphere.
Stop it!
Stop ruining it for me.
Oh my God, my dad had got. He was so proud of this little weed because again, we didn't have two nickels rubbed together to make a dime. And my dad had went out and bought a isn't it, Muddy? I wish Susie just wouldn't bring stuff up like that. There's a big grass monster out there one of these days. But my dad had got a corded weed eater.
Wait, you're the grass kukui.
Exactly. And so I remember I was weed eating against the wall and I came around a bush and I friggin' hit a frog. I don't even know how the heck this frog got there.
Oh,
And I hit the frog with this weed eater and it wrecked me. It wrecked me. And I just I had to I just dropped the weed eater and went inside, cried like a little girl.
Oh man.
And it was horrible. And
Well,
there was guts all over.
Yeah,
And-
that's yeah. I don't blame you. I won't cap. I won't throw anything on your manhood because I'm exactly the same way. I've accidentally stepped on a frog and felt it crush underneath my bare foot, and I was done. Same thing. Went inside, cried like a man in the shower where nobody could see me. But it is what it is.
Well, you know, and it's those stories that make you look back. Like, for example, so I look at my TV right now. Muddy, how many How many channels do we have, Muddy? Because she will know this stuff. I don't.
200-300, maybe.
Easy. We had, gosh, maybe 7 channels growing up. It was
A zillion.
2, 3, 4, 5, 3 and 7.
Oh,
Excuse me, 3 and 7 were the same. 6 was always like.
we same with me on the channels. I believe back in the day when we had our big box TV, which was wood, there were 3 channels, 4 channels, channel 17, channel 26, and channel 29. Susan had 4 channels, and the best part about that, midnight when the Star Spangled Banner would play, I believe it was, and they would cut the TV off. Was it midnight that they would do that?
I think so. And here's a bonus question for you. What movie started watching that? Oh my gosh. Oh geez, did you really? Yeah, Muddy says a zillion. I feel you.
Yeah.
I am such. I feel so bad. Oh yeah, 10 o'clock. Do you know where
10
your
o'clock.
children
Do you know where your kids are? Yeah.
are? Poltergeist. Remember the opening scene of Poltergeist?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're watching, and then it's the flag, and then it goes to White.
She's watching the snow.
And then Carol Ann gets up.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. So, but and I remember babysitting, and the people that I babysat for, they wouldn't get home till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm watching Channel 5, the news and stuff. It was rough, man. It was like now, and then we were just watching a little while ago. Scooby-Doo is on Tubi right now.
Oh, nice.
Scooby-Doo was Saturday morning exclusive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Getting up Saturday morning, 7 o'clock, big bowl of cereal, sitting in front of the TV. Man, Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah. Old MTV, man.
MTV.
We talked about MTV last week.
Yes.
And it was just incredible. But yeah, so like I said, let me hit you real quick. Can you? I know this is, and folks in the comments, you guys can jump in here as well.
Please
You're pretty
help
well
me
versed in stuff like this. So help Doc out. So what were the top songs of 1970? I've got 10 of them. And throw one out there. Top songs of 1970.
Let me see. I am going to take a wild guess and Let It Be. Let It Be. Let It Be.
Definitely, Susie. Yeah. And I'm not a huge Beatles fan. Never have been, but that's one of them. Hit me with another one. Did you Google them?
I did. I'm not going to lie. But wait, how about Mungo Jerry?
See, there's no Mungo Jerry on the pop. Now, it might be somewhere else, but Mungo Jerry, that's a great song.
Yeah. In the summertime.
In the summertime when the winter, yeah. But let me give you these top pop songs of 1970, and let's see if you agree with them.
All right.
Because Muddy didn't really agree with them, and like I said, she is the music connoisseur in this family at this address.
All right. Yeah. Pumpkin Girl 10, is the same for mine, so.
That's right. Number 10, a little bit of Frida Payne, Band of Gold. You know that song?
I do not.
Yeah, that's one of Muddy's songs. Number 9, you nailed it. Let It Be.
Okay.
Number 8 was a little bit of Rare Earth. Get Ready.
Okay.
Number 7, I'll Be There by the Jackson 5.
There we go. I know that one.
Yeah. And
You
number
Googled?
6, that's
You're right, Money.
Google, that's right.
I'm a cheater.
She knows what's up. No, you just use all your tools the correct
There you
way.
go. There you go.
Another one of Muddy's favorite songs, Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Diana
Oh, there
Ross.
you go. Love that one.
Yeah. A Little Bit of War by Edwin Starr. What is it good for?
Oh,
Absolutely
yeah.
nothing.
Good.
And it's just so funny. These songs, you're like, God, they're just so lame. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head by B.J. Thomas.
I remember.
And you're like, you know what? I'll bet you everybody in 1970 sang that song. You know,
I still get it stuck
compared
in my
to
head.
some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
American Woman by the Guess Who.
Oh, yeah.
The
American Woman.
Carpenters, number 2. Close to You, They Long to Be.
Yeah.
That's it. No, you know what? But it wasn't. It was in the 70s, but it's not one of the top songs of 1970. What movie was that song used that song in?
You got me.
Little Harmony and Understanding. What? That The Age of Aquarius was used in the movie Hair.
Oh.
The last part where they're deploying to Vietnam, they're singing that song.
Oh, yeah.
And the number 1 song in 1970, this pop song, Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel. Did you actually see their picture from the 70s? They looked.
Oh my
young.
gosh, yeah. They look like puppies. And I'm thinking there's probably a picture of them. Elton John, Gino Vanelli.
You didn't mention The Spirit in the Sky.
Huh?
The Spirit in the Sky by Norman Greenbaum. That one.
That's a great song, man.
Oh man, that is the Pocatello Paranormal Research theme song, or it should be anyway.
Exactly. Well, maybe we can incorporate that. And just to let you know, today, May the 4th be with you.
And wait,
And what was yesterday?
and also with you.
Lift up your heart. We lift it up. To the
we
Lord.
lift them up to the Lord.
3 years, baby. Catholic school.
Oh yeah, that's Catholic school at its finest.
Lift it up. Anyway, what was yesterday?
Oh, that was Paranormal Day National. Paranormal Day. So next year, Pocatello Paranormal Research will be having a shindig get together. Everyone invited, everybody excited to get together, have a barbecue, maybe even do a research. Who knows? But yeah, next year it's on.
We'll do something. Exactly. We're gonna get right. A little bit of get right. But yeah, you know what's funny is thinking about all this stuff. I never thought that, because I've done some stupid stuff, and we'll talk about that another time. But I never thought that I would be looking back in the mirror at this.
Oh man,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Dude.
oh yeah,
I've been in some situations where it was like,
yeah.
or you think to somebody, you're a kid talking back and forth, and you're like, man, how old is that guy? That guy's 30? Oh my God, he's so old.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, right. I remember looking at 30, 40-year-olds and thinking they're decrepit. They don't know what they're talking about. And now,
people?
now you look at them and they're like, "Oh, kid, wait until you live a while."
You know what? I don't even see 40 behind me. I don't see 40 behind. I'm looking in the mirror. But yeah, you know, it's just so funny how we look at stuff like that. And I always, and Muddy and I talk about this all the time. You know, I mean, just some of the stuff that we've gone through in our lives, and just normal stuff.
When
I'm gonna,
what do they?
trains.
You know how they call it a midlife crisis when older man goes out and buys a Corvette, let's say. What is a midlife? Midlife for the average American male would be what, 35? 40?
Yeah,
Maybe tops.
maybe.
Midlife.
Yeah, but 40 would make you 80.
Who makes
Right?
it to 80 nowadays? I mean, you got a lot, but average maybe 35, 37 is midlife. That is scary, man, because yeah, if I'm going to have a crisis now, what is it, like a silver crisis? It's
A senior moment.
yeah, senior moment. There you go. Uh-oh, Doc pulled up in a Corvette. He must have had a senior moment. Oh shoot.
And that would be one of those things. And when I have a senior moment, I swear, my dad had Alzheimer's, so that kind of sucked a lot. But the one thing about having Alzheimer's is, every day is a new day. But it's just one of those things. I never thought that because I'm the youngest of 5, and I remember thinking, God, you guys are all so old. I mean, they're old,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah.
I'm the young one.
Yeah.
I'm the young one. Hey, you know what, Doc? We're there.
It looks like we're there. Yeah,
We're there,
we got it. We got another week down. This coming weekend, myself and Pumpkin Girl will be having a family reunion up in Las Vegas. We will be back in time to talk about. I'd like to bring up the Vegas era back in the 70s and 80s. I will bring back some material.
And that's when you can remember they talk about back in the 70s. I remember going into a casino, and you were not allowed to walk as a kid. You did not cross that one line onto the floor. You just did not do it.
You carried money, bags and bags of coins, and it wasn't like today.
No, heck no. And the funny thing about it was that's when the mob actually ran Vegas. But, that's a different time.
That would be our subject for next week. Max, it's been a great show. Appreciate you. Everybody out in the audience, thank you for participating. Thank you for chiming in. It's you guys that make this podcast worthwhile. I mean, Max, of course, is an awesome individual.
Talk right back at you. It's always a pleasure. You know how they used to say, it's always a business doing pleasure with you. And now it's just a pleasure. I love hanging out with you, brother. So, hey, guys, thanks for doing a drive-by for us. Like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if there's something you folks want us to talk about.
Absolutely.
We'll do the research, because it's just kind of fun. And we do appreciate when you guys, hit us up and talk and drop in and, just do silly stuff with us. So we appreciate you guys. We really, really do. So be good humans. Be good to yourself. Doc, close it out, brother.
Be good to each other. Love each other. Remember, be kind.
Peace. Deuces.